How's it going, everybody? So today I figured I'd make a video about psoriasis. What's the reason? Well, somebody actually messaged me on my Facebook page, and I'm actually banned on Facebook currently. And so I wrote a long, detailed message on how to remove psoriasis from your life for sure, like indefinitely. And I forgot that I couldn't reply because I was banned. So, psoriasis. What are the causes of psoriasis? Well, there's a number of causes. Most commonly, psoriasis is simply caused by a food intolerance, okay? Usually it is grains. That means nuts, seeds, legumes like peas and lentils, beans, what else? All sorts of whole grains. All right, all these whole grains that doctors tell you are good for you. They do cause intestinal issues, which manifest as rashes and hives and other things. Your skin health, acne, and things like that are a direct reflection of course, your inner health, but specifically your gut health. So if you have dermatitis on your face, like Goji Man, or if you have psoriasis, like I had, all throughout 2014, I developed horrible psoriasis. And it wasn't until I turned vegan and it got really bad that I realized, holy shit, it is literally the grains that I'm pooping out in my holy shit. It was horrible. And the thing is, a lot of people don't want to believe it. They think it's too simple. They don't see how food can make that big of a deal. But it is. It's the fucking food. It's a food intolerance for most people. And so going on an autoimmune paleo diet where you remove all grains, nuts and seeds, and all the common food allergens, okay, is a great thing. That's what I did, and I removed it from my life significantly. Peanuts, all those things, okay? Look into that. I have plenty of videos on that, so go ahead and look for them if you must. Okay, what else? Well, the other thing is vitamin D deficiency. So if you notice your symptoms improve when you get more sunlight, or if you do UV ray therapy, which, by the way, artificial UV ray therapy is not good for you. Sunlight is unlikely to cause melanoma. It's actually not the lotion, yeah, it's basically a lotion. The sunscreen that you put on your skin puts you at a greater risk of melanoma, not the sun itself. But artificial UV rays will definitely fuck with your skin and cause tumors, most likely. So anyway, that's another discussion in and of itself. The point is, if you get better from UV rays, chances are you have a vitamin D and or vitamin A deficiency. Okay, so vitamin A, if you want to cure a vitamin A deficiency, you're going to need plenty of cholesterol, you're going to need plenty of saturated animal fat, and you're going to need the active vitamin A form, okay, the pro vitamin A. You're going to need animal-based vitamin A. Okay, that means plenty of egg yolks. They'll supply you with everything, including vitamin D, including vitamin K2, and vitamin A. Okay, but you need a lot of them. Okay, a lot of people who eat shit tons of carrots and things of that nature on a vegan diet, despite the fact that they get plenty of carotenoids, plant form vitamin A, they still develop a vitamin A deficiency. Well, why is that? Number one, because you're getting a precursor form of vitamin A, which has a very inefficient rate of absorption for most people, or conversion rate to provitamin A from the plant form. Number two, because they're not getting dietary cholesterol and saturated animal fat, their liver can only produce a certain amount of cholesterol. And you need cholesterol, you need a fully functioning gallbladder, by the way, for producing bile and helping to absorb those fat-soluble nutrients. And you need the preformed vitamin A from animal foods. Like, all of these things matter. And in order to absorb vitamin A, and vitamin A is very important for skin health, vitamin A deficiency and vitamin D deficiency both can cause psoriasis. If you're deficient in vitamin A, you're going to have skin problems. The problem is, without vitamin D, you're not going to be able to metabolize vitamin A and get it to the tissues that are necessary. Vitamin D, vitamin K2, magnesium, calcium, all of these things are intimately interconnected and all work together in synergy to promote the healthy functioning of all of these nutrients. Okay, so vitamin A is not going to really be so effective if you're not also consuming vitamin K2, vitamin D, and all these things. The most effective thing you can do is consume all of these things together in their whole food form. Foods like liver, high quality beef liver is a good place to start, or calf liver, and egg yolks. Okay, now I'm not telling you to go full carnivore, but it would probably help actually. Or at least an autoimmune paleo diet where you consume plenty of these foods. It has nothing to do with, oh, animal foods are good or animal foods are bad. It's for your health because I know it will work. So another thing that can contribute to this is if you're a woman, hormonal issues. I mean, men could too, but females basically get persuaded into being put on birth control pills at a young age to try to balance out their hormones, which is stupid because birth control is basically it's a steroid. It's a pro hormone, and when you're trying to fix an imbalance of hormones with an isolated hormone, it's just going to cause more imbalance. Usually they take progesterone or they take some form of estrogen or an estrogen byproduct, a metabolite of estrogen. And this can definitely cause psoriasis. I've seen it many times through many different mechanisms. So your hormonal balance could play a role here. But for most people, if you are consuming grains, if you're not on a autoimmune paleo style diet, if you're not removing these inflammatory foods, okay, then nothing else you do is going to make a big difference. Okay, you have no business getting supplements, getting vitamin supplements. You have no business going to the doctor and getting these crazy treatments if you haven't first looked at your diet and what you're eating. Okay, of course, check with your doctor before you do anything I say, because I'm not a medical professional. But seriously, removing these things from your diet are going to cause you like no harm. It doesn't make any sense. At least for 4 weeks, okay? 2 weeks at the minimum, but 4 weeks at the most. 4 weeks. 2 weeks is all it should take. After the first 4 days, usually, when you remove these foods from your diet, these grains and these food intolerance, you will notice your psoriasis go away. So I highly recommend you look at the group on Facebook called World Carnivore Tribe. Okay, again, I don't promote this diet specifically, but for psoriasis, everybody who goes on a carnivore diet, that's one of the main symptoms they notice. Of course, they notice their arthritis goes away, they notice their psoriasis goes away, their chronic skin problems. It's really crazy. And I think it's partially because you're removing all of these foods that you didn't know you were intolerant to. No doctor ever told you to remove grains from your diet. Most people don't believe that that's going to make a difference, but it is. And then also, when you eat primarily animal foods, you're going to be stocking your body up with vitamin A, vitamin K2. And then some of these foods like liver and I believe brain as well, not that you're going to be eating that probably. Egg yolks, they have vitamin A, they have vitamin D, they have all these nutrients that are required for skin health. It should be no surprise that your psoriasis gets better on this style of diet. The problem is that people are so close-minded and they're so like stubborn. They don't want to admit like, oh, it's ignorance. My diet couldn't be causing that problem. That's bullshit, man. Grains can't cause that problem. Look at Goji Man. Look at all these vegans that eat nothing but grains and these plant foods, and look at their skin. Look at the state of mind they're in. Okay, but definitely look at their skin. So that's how I healed my psoriasis. I removed the grains. I didn't go completely carnivore. And for a while I was on a strict autoimmune paleo diet and slowly added back in these foods over time. And now I don't have as many problems with a lot of them. Okay, but it helped me. And if you search zero carb or carnivore and psoriasis on Google, you'll find so many people have the same result. Let me know your experiences down below, and I'll talk to y'all next time.